Hello everyone, we are back on Lotus Temple. So till now we have framed it up to this point, which is making the outer leaves and the middle leaves. Now we are going to make the inner leaves, which are these ones. For that one we have already made our circle. So how we have made it, so I will just let you explain. So first I am trying to hide these leaves. So if you see that when we have made the previous lower leaves, so we have made some of the circles, which are these ones. We have made 3 circles, this one and this one and this one. So we have made 3 circles, these ones. So for making the similar kind of circles, so we need to have the dimensions for our inner leaves. So basically this is the dimension for the outer, which is on the ground, so it has somewhere like 53. So that's why we have taken the same module here along with the circles. So we have copied it already. So here we have the same kind of structure, so we have already set the height, so and the radiuses also. So here the radius is the 27 first, which is like the 54, and then we have the dimensions 48, so we have made it 23, and then after that the smallest dimension here, which is here it is, so it is 14, so we have taken 7 in as a radius. So similarly we have taken the heights also, so we have made like these 2 circles, the arcs will be at 0 0, the z value will be 0, and the z value for the top point would be this much, which is 48. So I have taken already the dimensions here. So these are our 3 points which we have on the circles. So we need to go in the same step as we have gone for those ones, but here we will use these points. So these will be the start point, and we need these points. So basically we will use the dispatch one, so we will see in which those dispatch points are there. So we are here with those points, so I am going to connect them, and we need again the same z vector here, so I am trying to make it there also. Now you can see you have this kind of a structure, but the most important thing is this arc which is there. So for making that arc we are not doing it in this way, because then we will not get into the same result that we need. So for making the third arc, so basically, or the third curve, we are going to use a little different steps. So here what we will do is that first we will use the perpendicular frames, which is in this curve section. So we are going to use this command or option. So basically this is the circle that we have, and we are going to use this circle. So this will be our circle, and the knots that we need here is basically we need the double of it as it is done here. So I'm just going to put this one. So again we will dispatch it. We will put our frames, so basically these ones. Basically my arc will start from this point and it will go up to the top point. So now I don't need another one, so I'm just making those frames hidden. So these are the planes that we need. So as you can see in the plan, so what is actually happening here, that I have this plane here, and this is my arc which is going like this, and this is another arc. So now we have the top point here, which is this one. Which are these points. So we have top point, we have the bottom point. But here what we are going to do is we are placing the 3 points on this plane. So first we will rotate this plane with the plane that we have. So we will use the rotate 3D command, which is this one, and we are going to use this command. So for using that command, first we will do is we will deconstruct these planes. So this is the option, so I'm going to use this one. So this is a rotate 3D. So here the angle will be in degrees, so I'm just typing degree and I will type 90 degree that I want. And the geometry is this plane, which is this one, and the origin or the center will be this origin, and 90 degree will be my angle, and axis will be this one. So you can see I am getting the same frame in 90 degree rotated. So now I have these 9 frames. So now what I am going to do is I will again deconstruct them. So I will deconstruct my plane. So I am going to put my axis here. Now I am going to create the 3 points so that I can get basically the different axis points here to make that final curve. So how I'm going to do is, so first I will move this. So I will use this move geometry. So I will put this origin point here, and now I need the target direction. So I'm going to change all the 3 values. So what I'm going to do is use the multiplication factor, and I'm going to use like minus 50, 0, minus, sorry, plus 50. So I need this kind of slider. So basically I will just make it into floating numbers. So this will be there, and I need the 3 of it. So basically this is 1, 2 and 3, and all these X, Y and Z will be connected to this one. So this will be my first thing that I'm going to do. So I will just connect and I will add them. So this is the addition. So this one, and I will expand it. So this will be added here, and finally it will go to this point. So now I can move this point anywhere I want with these sliders. Let's suppose if I make value 0, right now I'm just making 0, 0 value so that it will be easy for everyone. So this is the first point that I have. So this is how. So I'm going to make the 3 points here. So second point and third point. So again what I will do is the values would be the same, so I can change the values here, and these 3 points will move their geometry, and finally we will get something as a points. So how we are going to do is, so first I will change the value of this one, because as you can see in this plan, so these arcs are not going properly like this. They have a little turn here. We are going to make it with the interpolate curve. So we need 4 points here. One will be at the top, one will be at the bottom, and we need 3 points more, like total we need 5 points to make this kind of a curve. So 2 points will be here, somewhere here, and 1 point will be here, and one is at the top and one is at the bottom. So we need to set these 3 points. So how we are going to do is that first I will make these 3 points little higher values. So I will see where they are going. So first I need to set the height. So I will just move the Z factor first here. They are going down, so I will make it in negative. So roughly that I have assumed the values for this. So for the first point is around I have already made the calculations for these. So this will be 5 and this will be around minus 0.05 and this will be minus 16.8. So here the value is 10.6 and this will be again minus 0.5. So as you can see that I am making the constant value for my y factor, and why it is so I will tell you later. So this is minus 29.5 and similarly I will make the values for the third point. So this will be around 12, this will be again minus 0.05 and this will be minus 32. So I have set the values for my curves, and now what I am going to do is I have these 3 points like this one and these ones, and I also want the start points. So basically the start point will come, I will just make the start points are there. So this is the end point, which is these points. So I will just make the another point factor. I'm connecting it to this one. So these will be my probably the end point, which will come to this point. So this is the first, second, third and fourth. So I need the top point, which will be this point. So it will be here, this one. So I will just connect to a point parameter. So now it is connected. So now I have these 5 points. So now what I am going to do is I will just merge these. So I will merge them like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and but this time I will make it graphed. And after that I will use the interpolate curve, which is here. So I will go to that option. So this is the option that I'm going to use, this one. So not this one, probably this one. So here I am going to put all of my points. So it is going to make the curves for me here. I think there is some mistake here. Points on the top. This point is at the bottom. Okay. So actually we need to shuffle these points. So this is this one and this is this one. So basically this will go here and this will stay there only, and this will go here. So this is how it is going to be. So now you can see we have set this arcs, but we need to do a little bit of work on it because they're not coming out as perfect as I was expected. So now what I need to do is I will first make it the mirror. So first I will make the edge surface so that it should be clear at how to use it. So these are my curves, so I'm just making it flatten now. And for making that surface, so another 2 arcs are these ones. One is this one, so I'm going to use these arcs. So basically first arc and the second arc, so they are going to make this surface. But now here is that we will use the mirror command. So here this is my geometry, and the planes again would come from these arcs, which are the center ones. So I will type planes. So it will give me the planes, and then I'm going to use these planes to mirror it. This is going to be there. So if you see it in the plan, so it will give you a bit of similar kind of a representation as it is here. But in the elevation, it is not looking like that as we want. So basically, if I go to my front elevation, so I need to set a bit of my x and y axis. I'm not going to change the y axis, so I will tell you why, because y axis is this permanent gap which is there. So you can see the little gap here, as you can see in the model also, there is a gap. So this is that minus 0.050 gap. But I need to change my x and y, sorry, z value here. So I will change a bit of my x value, so I don't need to change it on, I think, on the lower point. So lower points are already set though, but I need to change the I need to change the wideness of these upper points. So how will we do it? So basically these are the points. So I'm going to increase these values. So I have to increase this value also. I will just see that whether this value is going to be bearable. So I've changed, I will just make the values again. So basically this will be 10. Yeah, I just need to change one of the values, so this should be 11.7. So it will make the same kind of a thing for you. So you can see it in the plan, it is demonstrating in the same way as it is there, and in the elevation it is going to be the same thing. So as you cannot see the lower part, because when I on these two, like the outer leaves and these ones, so you will see the lotus temple is complete now. So if I bake it, I will just make a new layer here, and I will bake, I will make 3 layers because I have 3 levels of petals here. So I will bake it, layer 1, and I will this is one of that, and then this will be the third one. Yeah, so basically this is the whole thing. I will select the objects and move it a bit outside. So this is the concept that we are going for. So there are petals here which are in this shape. So you have this kind of a platform. Yeah. Rest you can modify it as per your need also, but the basic concept is that you should have the similar kind of proportions or the design that we have. So I have just tried it out to make the same a similar kind. As you can see, the elevation is also matching in the same way. Yeah. So this is there. So rest, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.